Good evening. Welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero. And welcome to my show. I have been very, very busy. I'm surprised I'm even on tonight because I'm pretty tired. So I'm just trying to move the dog from underneath my feet so I don't run him over. I just creaked my neck. Oh, okay. My God. Welcome to the show, guys. Let's say hello to everybody while I just get my neck back into some sort of order. Unless that's someone else on here, I don't know. But what a week. Okay, had a big meeting. Big. They call it a special general meeting at Radio Alive last night. So I was there. That's why I wasn't online last night, which went till very late. Started at 7. It was full on till very late. And I survived it. Tell me where you're from, suburb, state, country, county. Yes, she said I can hear crickets. Oh, well, see, the cat is sitting up on the window here, and she likes the fresh air. So I put her on the, what do you call it, on the window. Well, I opened up the window, and that's why you can hear the crickets, because there's a big park out there and there's a big like man-made lake and everything across the road. So yeah. That's why you can hear the crickets. I wasn't sure if I was going to come on because I'm very tired. I've actually, this afternoon, I've got a big headache here, and I was thinking maybe I should go on because I don't know if the headache is me because I've been drinking water all day, and I don't know if it's someone on here. You're welcome, Amy. Oh, of course. One of the fakes out there, huh? Amy Tunningsley. She wrote to me, and she's, I can't remember. What was your question, Amy? Let me just get your question up, okay? She's just written it up here on the page, my response. What was it? Let me just get you back up. One moment. All right, here we are. Yes. The other no time is the same. Yes. Oh, okay. She goes, look, I'll let her write it on here. Amy, if you want to write it on here, because if you don't want me to say anything, I won't say anything, and I don't have your permission, really. So I remember the little conversation. So if you want to write the what you told me, and then your question, your answer to that, and then Ellie can read it out. But it's pretty much the guy. She said the guy I told you about tried to then get me to sign up to paid mentoring from him. Can you believe that? That's why they tell you rubbish, because they want to rip you off, sweetheart. That's why I don't tell you rubbish, so that I can not rip you off. It's the same thing, but different ends of the universe. I'm the good one and they're the baddies. So I saw another post on another page, and this lady, she blocked me because I responded saying there's no such things as blockages, because she's trying to tell everybody that you've got a blockage so that she can gain some more money out of people as well. That really bugs me. Jenny Louise, that pain across the back of your shoulders and neck could be me. Yeah, I just went to move Bob because he's right underneath my feet, and I didn't want my chair wheel to run over him. And he's fast asleep. And when I went down there, I creaked my neck. So that must be you then, Jenny. It's all gone now. Amanda Jane. Hi, Leslie Camp from Campbelltown. Please, anything from Spirit for me. Yes, we'll come back to you. Okay, what's the date today? The 15th. My God, the 15th of March. 10 more days, my birthday. 10 more days. Can you believe it? I'll be 54. I feel like 54 today. Amanda Jane, we'll write your name down. I just feel like I need to say hello to Spirit a little bit more, Amanda. Tracy Gibson, the fakes are shocking, just money hungry. Exactly. And there's some good psychics out there too that are like that as well. Some that I know, which really, really annoys me. But anyway, what do you do? I can't be good to everybody. Yeah, Carrie Burgess. Hi, Lesley. Hope you're well, lovely. Would love to know, once I'm made redundant, I think I will be, in question mark, should I follow my spiritual side for work or stay in corporate? Stay in corporate. Because there's a lot of people out there that do the spiritual side. I just feel like the corporate's going to bring you the money and you can do the spiritual side on the side, if that makes sense. Okay, I see you all dressed up in the uniform, Carrie. I don't know, I just saw you all dressed up corporate uniform kind of thing. Not uniform. Well, not like a given uniform, but your style of uniform, if that makes sense. I do feel like you're going to stay in corporate, and it's going to be for, look, I just heard 6 months, could be 6 months, 6 years, but I feel like the corporate is the best way to go because there's more money in there. It's more secure. It's more stable. You don't have to sweat blood and tears to get cashola in the door, and you're good at what you do, lovey. So please take the advice right now. You can always do the spiritual side on the side, even if you work 4 days a week. Okay, it's not going to hurt you to do the 4 days a week because then that way you're stable. If anything goes downhill, you need to make sure that you've got income, and then you always fall back on that spiritual side. When people are single, they have, like, especially women, you should have a few things up your sleeve so that you don't have to rely on one source of income. Okay, so for me, I can go back to do PT. I can go back and do massage. I do still do massage for an elite team. They keep asking me every week, and I say I don't have the time. Like, I try and squeeze them in on the weekends. And what else? And then I do massage. I can fall back on hypnosis. I'm a qualified hypnotherapist. I'm a qualified trainer and assessor, project manager, sports conditioning, strength and conditioning coach, personal trainer. Did I say that? When you have to survive, you've got to learn to live off a lot of different things and not put your eggs in one basket. Sometimes a lot of people just go down one path. I take my hat off to them because that's a massive risk for me. I don't like to take risks, even though I kind of know the outcome, but I don't like taking risks, But I do feel like the corporate for you, Carrie, is the best option. Even if you do, 3-4 days a week, still the best option. Don't put your eggs in one basket. That's what I'm saying. Spiritual is not as beneficial for the pocket as, as corporate. At least for now, lovey. Okay, love, like, and share the page, guys. I'm an international medium. I do relay messages from spirit directly through. Look, there's no tarot cards on my desk. It's just my paper and my pen, and I write your names down. I'll come back to you there, Amanda. I don't need any cards. I don't need anything, actually. I can just hold your pen or your keys and just pull in spirit straight away. It's instant for me. I have all the clairs and I have all the remote viewing. So for the new people on here, when you see me, I look to the right because I see everything on my right. Okay, so the left side of my face is, or everyone's face is, the conscious mind, the mind that is listening to me. And I just read off my iPad here. That's why I don't look at the screen all the time, because I just kind of like look at the iPad. I see the name, spirit draws me to the name, and then I stop on that person. Sometimes someone can post stuff and I still don't see it. I try to get to everybody, but if I don't see your question, it's either because spirit pushes me past it, or there's someone else that I need to help, or I just don't see it. It's that simple. I do pretty much. What do we do this week, Ellie? We did. We missed Sunday night, so we did 4 hours this week. Sometimes we do 4 hours. Sometimes we do 6 hours a week. Sometimes we do 8 hours a week free, so that I can share my gift around the world. So thank you, Carrie Burgess, Superwoman. Yes, so I can do anything. I can't do is I got a truck license. The only thing I can't do is drive a plane. And I don't think I should either, or do electrical work. I think I can do anything else if I put my mind to it. Yeah, a bit of a jack of all trades. And when you you know down when you're down to your last $25. When I was sick with the cancer, I had to spend all my money on getting myself better for a whole year. I had to pay a mortgage. I had a rental property at the time that I was renting out, and the tenant moved out, and I had to like just go into all my savings, survive the cancer, the recovery for 12 months, and live off that. And by the time I went back to work, I was down to my last $25. So I know what it's like to have operations. I feel the pain. I've had about 7 or 8 operations, and just had one in December too, by the way. And I know what it's like to recover from surgery. I know how to recover from surgery because I used to teach it, as well as at two colleges. I used to teach anatomy and physiology, and I know how to get people out of the ruts too with my spiritual side. So I have a couple of hobbies. I can't even talk. I have a couple of hobbies, which is the health and fitness side, as well as I'm not as fit now as what I used to be, but as well as the real estate. I love real estate, and I love all the spiritual side. So that's my little things, and I love study. So Ellie's convinced me to do some study. I'm going to blame her. She's doing some study. So I thought, oh, yeah, if she can do it, I can do it. She's just as busy as me. So I thought, oh, well, we'll both be studying at the same time. So I'm going to see how I go because I haven't got much time now as it is, but I'm going to try a 10-week course at a university and just do that for now. While I'm not doing the spiritual side or doing readings or helping someone, I'll just, fill up the rest of the time with that because I've got no time left, So you're inspiring, Lesley. Thank you. Michelle Cobham, that's so funny. David just said he thought the only thing you probably don't do is fly a plane. Well, I can't fly a plane. There's no way. I wouldn't do electrical, and I would never fly a plane unless I got taught. I'd give it a good crack though, but I don't think I'd get taught. I don't think I'd do well. Angela Foot, yes, you always get there when you have mind over matter. She says, I am trying to get my fitness back up to what it was. What it was. Will I get there? Yes, everybody can change their fitness level. Every single person on here. Every time I hear someone ask me about health or fitness or something, it's all about you guys. It's all about you doing what you want to do. Okay, so you can always go back to getting fit. There's no such thing as, for me, getting old. I just would rather keep fit, and because it keeps my mind active, because I've been so active all my life. I can't stop to save my life. Like it'll torture me. So we'll go back to Amanda Jane. I don't remember what her question was, but I'm just going to do a general. But as I said your name, Amanda, my jaw just got really, really, really sore, like my head. I think maybe you are the person with the headaches or the grinding of teeth at night when you're sleeping, because it's really, really sore. Okay, I feel like that pressure's off, and I feel like the neck is all out of sync as well, if that makes sense. They also show me the number 17 and 16. So 16, 1 and 6 is 7 and the month of July, and you've also got 1 and 7 is 8 and the month of August. Now, who's the person? I feel like this is an elderly lady, and she's just giving me pain here again. And the anxiety is quite strong as well. And I feel like this is an elderly lady around you, like a mother figure or grandmother figure. And this lady, skinny lady, and she's telling me she had issues with the throat. And I feel like there was a thyroid issue, but she can't talk properly. So this issue around the throat or whatever it is like deflecting her from concentrating and talking properly. And she just showed me that she can't swallow pills. Is that correct? Can't. She said, I can't do the pills. So she just showed me, when you get a vitamin or something stuck in your throat, and it's just the worst ever. So, and I also feel like there's issues around the belly, as well as the right shin, like just up the shin. I just got really bad pain there as well. They're also telling me that she's deficient, or you are deficient in the zinc as well as the magnesium, because I feel like that you can't sleep at night as well. So it's time for change for you, okay, lovey? It's time for change, time for moving on. Time to get your act together, I'm hearing. Okay, so think about it. Pull back the reins. If you can't make up your mind, just sit on the fence a little bit longer, but pull back the reins and go, you know what? I need this area fixed. I need that area fixed, that area fixed. And 100% you need to sort your areas out, okay? Because I feel like everything's a little bit all over the place for you, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. Can you hear Bob snoring? Bob's underneath my feet, my dog, and he's only tiny. He's like the size of my laptop. Your angel wings are with you, Lesley. Yes. Is my halo there? You should see the halo there somewhere. Well, I've got my daughter's old chair, and it's all the stuff's falling off it, but it's really comfortable. Amanda Jane said, my mum. So what you do, guys, is you write big capitals validation, and then you write the validation underneath so that Ellie can see it, so that she can read it out for me, love. Okay. Alrighty. Sorry, I'm just reading some of the messages. Amy Tunningsley, I'm not sure my messages are coming through. I replied to your question about the guy earlier in the conversation, Lizzie, in case anybody... Oh, I only just got to see that. Did you see any of that other response? I'll just go back a step.
There was a comment from her that I picked up. She said, I asked Lesley about a chat we had about me possibly being psychic. I spoke to a friend after I woke up last night and to find a ring I wear on my third finger right hand had moved to my little finger. He was trying to scare me. He told me spirits were attracted to me, either good or playful, because of what happened to my ring. He told me that I couldn't ask them to go away, that I could get help from him with a mentoring program. Snitzel.
Can you believe this cat? Like, she just comes on trying to have a drink of my cup of tea, and she headbutts it. She's still headbutting me. Hello. She's so cute. You're going to put all your fur all over me again. And every time you push into me, look, she's headbutting me. Every time you push into me, you always stick the fur on my face, and then I can't concentrate. So, hello, do you mind? You can go up on there if you want. Oh, that's it. Have a bath. Have a bath in front of everybody, in front of the world. That's it. Go on. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Very clever. Very clever. She's like a dog, this cat. I tell you. She's so cute. And last night when I got home from the radio station meeting, she wobbles under my right armpit, and Snitzel was snuggling in, puts her arm around me like she's cuddling me, and just like puts her head back in my lap as if she's my girlfriend or something. Okay. Oh, Carrie Burgess. Yeah, I've already answered the question for you for the corporate. I do see that you will be, but the redundancy, but I'm not sure May. I'll get May/June for you. But stay in corporate. Just wait for it. Yeah, don't do anything. Just hold back the fort. Okay. So tell me where you're from, suburb, state, country, county. I do remote viewing. So the remote viewing is like on my right side. It's my right brain hemisphere that talks to, or everyone's right brain hemisphere that talks to the universe. And that's where most people receive their messages from, the right side of the brain, because that's the intuitive side of the brain. Okay, so Barbara K. de Jesus Orpi. That's such a long name. Wow. She said, hello from Puerto Rico. Feeling frustrated lately with everything that is going on with my health issues. I feel that I'm not moving forward. Any encouragement from the other side or something to look forward to? Thanks. So health doesn't, so me coming from 40 years, 36 years, 37 years in the health and fitness industry, Health just doesn't deteriorate just overnight there, Barbara, okay, as we know. So this has come for a long time. I do feel like, I don't know why, but I just heard diabetes or something. There's lack of movement, lovey. When you don't move, what happens with the body is it becomes dormant. It's just sitting there festering, it wants to move. It gets, for me, if I don't move, because I've been moving so much all my life with the fitness stuff, if I don't move, I actually get itchy feet. Like I can't sit still. I actually have to keep moving. I'll be like a rabbit, I'll be all over the place. So it's time for change with you too, Barbara. So I do get July for you as well, and also got 17 for you as well. July and August, massive changes coming up for you, okay? A couple of obstacles, but you're going to get through it. It's like everyday stuff. I don't know why, but I don't know if this is Snitzel's hair on my face, but she didn't really touch my face, but I don't know why, but my eyes feel like they're itchy or something. Something not right with the eyes. They're also showing me that you've got pain here as well. You grind your teeth as well. And you don't, when you sleep deep. It's like you're like a dead weight, which is good, but you sleep with your mouth wide open because I can see you there and you're snoring. Or someone, whoever this is, I see them there with their mouth wide open, flat on the back and roaring. I hope that's not you. Or unless it's another person keeping you awake. But I do see someone there lying on their back, kind of a little bit overweight, snoring. And I also feel like for you too, Barbara, there's times of change, like there's times of change coming up, but it's a matter of whether you're going to kick the habit. Okay, there's lots of habits with you. It's like you don't want to do anything, you don't want to move, you don't want to do anything because you just can't. Okay, it's all about here. You've got to change your mindset. If you can't change your mindset for your own health, you're doomed and gloom like everyone else is. That doesn't help themselves. I'm not saying you're gonna die. Don't take that out the wrong way. Someone else took that the wrong way the other night. But yeah. So I feel like I just saw that on my monitor, the MS. Yeah, I have a client that has MS, and the best thing for him is the physio. Okay, so the physio and myself, we get him moving. We try and keep him moving as much as we can. So the movement for you is very, very difficult. I understand. But the encouragement needs to come from you. They say that with MS, now one of my clients, he's got a lesion on the back of his part of his brain. Okay, or two lesions actually that sit in the back of the occiput here in the part of the brain. So he has a lot of things that he's got going on, and he needs to make sure that he's always active. So I have got him back up walking again, but then he got sick with the flu, so he goes back down again. So, which reminds me, I should message him. I'll message him tomorrow. So, but it's hard. It's hard when you can't move. It's time to just, like, even if you can get into a stationary bicycle and start moving your legs, or get someone to help you move your legs and stuff like that. Okay, because it's the most important thing for you to keep your mobility is to keep moving as much as you can. Mind over matter, and don't feel like you're doomed and gloom, lovey, because there's a lot of things you can do. And if you're in Australia and you haven't got NDIS, I highly recommend getting the NDIS cover because you're from Puerto Rico, so I don't know if they have it over there. I don't know. I don't know anything about the medical law over there or anything like that, or what you have to do. But over here we have an NDIS which helps people with diseases. Okay. So Rangi Puihipi is from Tauranga in New Zealand. Thanks for joining me. Maria Kaka is from New Zealand. Thanks for joining me. So send me your questions again if I miss it. I'm going to scroll forward, guys, because I feel like I'm very, very behind. I don't know. Christine Dexter, she says, can I ask? I'm looking at high schools for my twins. Their school are called EMC or Cranbourne West. Can you see which one of these my girls will end up in? And do you see employment for me? And what is it, please? Love and light. But I don't know. I just keep looking at Cranbourne West. I feel like that's going to be the better school, and I do feel like that they're going to have. Look, you've got to look at the options of support for the kids, okay? Because that's the most important thing. If the support is there with bullying or whatever else, then that's where you need to look, because you need the girls need the support. She said, and in self-employment for me and what it is. I don't know what you like doing, Lovey, but I do see admin, something with admin. You're good with paper. And I'll leave that there. Angel Marie is from Sydney. Angela Foot, I am a little worried about my ex. He was run over from his ex, and he is in ICU. I hope he's okay. Oh, wow. What the hell? What is wrong with these people these days? I don't get it. I'm sorry for that there, Angela. But what we'll do, and I just feel like is he got like broken arm or broken shoulder, right side, both? Is it both? I just felt pain in both my shoulders. Like one was dislocated. I feel like the left one was dislocated and this one was either broken or vice versa. Wow, that's pretty full on. Yeah, 100% manifest it. Manifest what you want there, Christine. Diana Cole from Penguin, Tasmania, making dinner. That's cool. What are you having? Jennifer Karin, Bien Ami Malet. My God, that has got to be the world record longest name. Look at that name. My God, everyone puts me to the test with all these names, I'm sure, but I'm blonde. Okay, what does she say here? Hi, Lesley. Can you see if my business will get better, please? Thank you watching from Australia. Jennifer, please jump off the live and go and watch the Secret full movie on YouTube, because it's going to change your life. Because you just wrote there, if my business will get better, please. You need to manifest it. It's going to get better. You're going to get everything you want as soon as you start manifesting it in the right way. Okay, so what you say is you ask, believe, receive. That's what the laws of attraction is. So that when you think about something that you don't want, you're going to get it because you're thinking about it. You need to think about everything that you want, and spirit will deliver, because spirit, like I say, on the right brain, spirit is on the right side listening, and that's who I'm channeling to is the other side. So always on the right side is I look to this way because I see everything on my right, and I look over here. But when it comes to spirit is always listening. It doesn't matter. Spirit and the universe combine together. Don't believe me? Just try. Think about when you go to the next parking place and you need to, or shopping center, you need to get parking. Ask your angels and spirit to give you a parking spot right out the front, and guess what? You'll get a parking spot right out the front. So Karen Riley says, I'm watching Snitzel doing her thing to you, Les. Cougar is the same way with me. It's so cute. So cute. Letitia Jane, hi, Lesley. Hi, could I please have a general reading in friends, relationship, and career? Wow, all three. Jane, Letitia Jane is... I don't know why, but they said to swap the name. I don't know, Jane Letitia, or what is that? Why did they say do that? Huh? I get 18 for you, 9 and September. I do feel like September is going to be a big month for you, okay? So what is that milestone? Birthday, I just heard birthdays around that time frame too. Now, who's the person that has the issues with the heart? I just heard dad. Okay, and I'm also getting 11 for February as well as November. So what's coming up there? Do you or someone close to you has a birthday in November? And what's the number 23 and 24 to you? So 2 and 3 is 5 and May. And you've got June for 6 and June. And do you write really messy? Because Spirit just said you're writing like her. Do you write really messy? And everything's a rush for you at the moment. Like everything is like you want everything to happen yesterday. You've got to be patient, woman. Okay, so pull back the reins. It's like being patient with everything. Friendships, relationships, career, everything. Everything needs to be pulled back, okay? So that you can enjoy your days, because you're not enjoying yourself. I don't feel like that there's a lot of like happiness around, because it's just like rush, 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 rush. Just pull it back. And I'll leave that there, okay? Over to you there, Ellie.
So there was validation from Carrie Burgess. She said, Lesley, you are a legend. I've started redundancy consultation at work now, so June, great to know. And yes, we'll take your guidance and stay in corporate for the next steps. Thank you.
Oh, that's cool. Is there more to the thing? I can see it on the private chat, Ellie.
No, that was it.
Okay. Oh, okay, like the top one we've already done. Cool bananas, thank you. Okay, Mila. Linda, I feel like Nathan has ghosted me. Well, didn't I say that to you a couple of weeks ago? Was it me or was it you? I feel like this is a sign for me to concentrate on myself. What do you see? Yes, 1000% follow your gut instinct there, Mila. Don't waste your time, darling. If they don't have the interest and they don't continue with the interest, then see you later. Okay? See you later, and go open up the front door and go next. Yeah, I know the feeling. Vianello Tracy, hello. So tired this week. Yes, I know. Tell me about it. I'm absolutely buggered too. I wasn't sure if I was going to come on tonight, but I felt like I had to get rid of this headache, and it's gone. So I feel like there's someone on here that maybe I've already read that's had it. Karen Riley, I'm being tested for type 2 diabetes. My glucose test came back normal 6.8. I don't understand there, Karen. Why are you being tested if it's normal? So you've already been tested, is that correct? Oh God, what did I do with that then? Please don't tell me I accidentally deleted her. I just bumped something with my pen and I don't know what happened there. Oh. Whoops, I think I've accidentally deleted her. Sorry, Karen, come back on. I don't know how I did that. I just flicked it with my nail and I bumped it with my pen at the same time because I thought I was going to drop my pen. The blue ring, yeah, Raven. She said, anyone else see the blue ring? Like half of one behind her, yeah. Half of one, I don't know. I see it, yeah. Look, I sit in the same spot. When I do Zoom, sometimes it comes up. When I do this, it comes up as well. And I believe it's probably the light, but I don't know. Yeah, who knows? Carrie Burgess, have you ever thought about mentoring and teaching spiritually? Yes, I do, Lovey. I do that anyway. Love to hear from you. I am going to post up a couple of events for that. I should write it down. Every time I do the teaching, people don't actually like they want everything for free though. I can't just do like spend hours and hours and hours of setting up and doing a PowerPoint presentation, everything like that when they want everything for free, Carrie. And I'm not saying I want money for everything because I don't. I do a lot for free as it is now, but I just need to get paid for those 2 or 3 hours. And I only charge a little bit of money for the actual workshop. But they get so much out of it. It's just full straight through 3 or 4 hours of information. So I should put another one up. Maybe, I don't know. What do you think would be a reasonable price, guys? To hit me with a reasonable price for a 3-hour lecture on pulling in spirit, helping people, increase their gifts and stuff like that. You tell me, because I don't know what to charge. I don't really have to worry too much about money, to be honest. I just do it because I put the money back into paying Ellie, as well as paying the radio station, as well as paying for random act of kindness gifts to go around the world. So it doesn't really come to me, the money, to be honest. Okay, Angela Foot, she says, I love to know how you read signs. I am trying to read a sign from family and don't know how to read sign from loved one. Oh, are you talking about from past loved ones all the way, or are you talking about just reading people that are actually alive, Angela? Just clarify that. Sometimes, Raven, if you keep an eye on my eyes, when I'm in full flight of what's it called, remote viewing, my eyes go black because I have people send me messages on Messenger taking photos of my eyes go black. Probably why I'm a bit shy to look at the camera sometimes, because people freak out, because I freak out too. All right, what do we got here? Yeah, Carrie McEwen. Will I ever meet someone and be loved how I should be loved, from the UK? Yes, lovey. You just have to manifest it. Okay, so you go watch the Secret, full movie as well. One of my old work colleagues, she read a book called, it's called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I've actually got the workbook. It's a workbook on there online as well. You can do a workbook, and it's called Think and Grow Rich workbook, and it's a PDF. So if you look for the PDF, you can find that online, and you can do the workbook. It's only about, 50 pages long, and you can manifest. It teaches you how to manifest properly. So try that. But you always get what you want when you ask for what you want in the right fashion. So you watch The Secret first, the full movie on YouTube. It's for free. And then also go and have a look at the Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill online. And there's a YouTube video on that as well. And that's the book. He's written a book as well as they've done a movie on him on YouTube. It's free, and that way you can see what I mean, because it's about all the laws of attraction. It's so cool. I did that probably would have been about 5 or 6 years ago, and I've really, really studied all the laws of attraction because, I don't have nothing else to do. But anyway, turns out that I got my house from that. I got my last couple of jobs because I manifested what I wanted. So yeah, Angel Marie, I don't feel like it's a good, and an ex is an ex for a reason. She said, will me and my ex get back together? No, I don't feel like that's a good reason to get back together just because it's a habit, it's an ex for a reason. Spirit has put that person in your path and made it chaos and whatever else happened in your path because you needed to learn the lesson. If you don't learn the lessons with Spirit, it'll get much more difficult until one person cracks and says, that's it, I can't do this anymore. Okay, and they leave. Jenny Lynn Berkeley, I met a guy named Neil a while back. Is there anything you can pick up about him? Let's just see what Spirit gets. Berkey. Okay. Look, I don't know why, but my lower part of my stomach and the back of my neck is just like all my hair is raising up on my head, and my lower part of my stomach just felt like it was really ill. Like I feel like I'm really bloated, really ill. That's what I get around you, okay? I'm also getting 19. 1 and 9 is 10 in the month of October, and I've also got the 1 in the January as well. So they're giving me pain in my left arm. I know you want to hear about Neil, but I feel like Neil has got his own agenda. Okay, and I've just heard the word selfish. Okay, so that's what I get. Selfish and stubborn. And do you get like a really itchy face or itchy nose, or who's the person Someone's here tickling my nose. Do you get really itchy face or sinus or hay fever? What is it? Because I just want to scratch or allergy. And I'll leave that there. I do get dark hair, dark-haired man. And I'll leave that there, lovey. Oh my gosh. If I haven't read your question out, it's probably because Spirit directs me to another person. Barbara did, yeah. So she said, I will look for an NDIS. Thank you. I should book a one-on-one reading. It will do good. Yeah. So the NDIS is a National Disability Insurance Scheme, I think it's called. Oh, my nose is really itchy. And that's what helps people to get through. So the government pay the people with diseases over here that can't, get any better or try to get better. They try to get better. They give them everything so that they can, upgrade the home, put, say, for instance, if they can't walk properly, they put railings around the house, or they'll give them wheelchairs. They'll do a lot of stuff like that, so. Okay. Diana Cole, what's a pizza mean? Yeah, Jessica, she says, feels good to be back on your lives. Thank you. Let's go forward. So, Angela, I still don't understand your question, because she says, I love to know how I read signs. I've been told loved one leaving sign, and I am not reading the sign. Yeah, okay, I think I understand what you mean. So, with spirit, now this is what people get mixed up with. With spirit, if it's a mediumship, so let's go back a step. So, psychic on the left side for me is conscious mind, okay? So, I'm talking about right brain. So psychic is past, present, and future. Not every psychic can be a medium. A medium is talking to the past loved ones on the other side, okay? When they've passed over, I don't like to say the word died or dead. I always like to say passed over, because I feel like their soul is still alive, okay? So their soul is still running. It's like the motor in the vehicle. You take the motor out of the vehicle and you put it to the side, and the vehicle just rusts away, and it goes away, and it disintegrates, perishes, whereas the motor is still going. It's constantly going. That's the soul, okay? So everybody's soul is alive, okay? Ever, forever. That's what I see. Now, when you talk to loved ones on the other side, which is the mediumship side, a lot of people don't have that mediumship ability, because they don't know how to transfer a normal conscious mind vibration to a lower, deeper conscious mind, subconscious mind vibration. Does that make sense? So when we get the signs, or when I get signs from spirit gives me faint signs. And then when I get the signs, you have to recognize every single thing that you get. And that's where psychics go wrong, is because they guess, or they assume, or they put opinion into things. That's why they go so wrong. And that's when you hear them say, oh, I've got a blank, or they will go blank. It's not a blockage. It's called blank, because spirit goes, oh my God, throws up their hands, and he goes, oh my God, why should I give her anything? Because she's not listening, and she's turning it upside down. It's like Chinese whispers. When you whisper in someone's ear, and then that person whispers in the next person, until it gets to the end. When it gets to the end, it's all a completely distorted message. That's why spirit does not go further, because they throw their hands and be like, oh, well, too bad, they missed it. I'm not repeating myself. I don't know how to repeat myself, because the energy that spirit has to use to bring through that message to a medium, especially like a remote viewer like me, when they show me everything, is a lot of energy. So you can imagine they're not as experienced. They've come from the other side of the wherever they are in the universe, and their soul has got to come through that transition of showing me, a medium, what they want to show me, so that I can relay that direct message straight through to you, so that you can understand that and validate that. Okay, that's why I ask for so many validations, because it's important that a psychic always gets validation. Doesn't matter what they do, They don't have to fish for information. Look, I only get a question on here. That's it. I only get a question. I can't even see your face, and I can only see your names. So I don't know who you are. That's why I like doing the Facebook Lives, because it challenges me and my spirit to rely 100% on spirit without the use of cards, without the use of anything. Just I don't use anything. I don't have to. I just hold a little Moldavite, which is what Jess Black gave to me out of respect for her. Okay. Because she's one of the ladies that always gives me all these presents like this to wear, and gives me all these presents so I can give them out around the world. So when you have spirit coming through and you don't know how to use it, sometimes you'll get headaches. Sometimes you'll get, like being kept awake all night. Sometimes you'll get, I'm trying to regulate my camera. Sometimes you'll get, you'll feel the presence of someone before they're actually right next to you, or before they've even walked through the door. That's me. And sometimes these headaches, they won't go away if you're a real medium, because what's happening is that, and if I say that you're a medium, because I see a theme, which is the shadows on my right. So the shadows on my right is a theme that spirit gives me for every single person that I read for, if they are a medium. Okay, so he'll show me, if you're a medium, he'll show me shadows on the right, he'll show me you facing the left, and a shimmy of white mist behind you. That's his theme for me to know that you're like me, but you don't know how to use it. So if I see that theme and I say it, that's opening the channel for you. So now everything's wide open, and all the other spirits that were hanging around you, they know that I've opened the channel, and they know that you're ready to go, because you know that you're a psychic now, or you know that you're a medium now. Okay. So with that in mind, you have to acknowledge your spirit guide or your spirits or whoever's around you, because you don't want to attract the bad ones like the murderers and the pedos and whatever else. You don't want to attract that all the time. You've got to actually acknowledge who's around you and then send it off, okay, until you're ready to pull it in yourself, because you need to have boundaries. If you don't have boundaries with your spirit guide guys or whoever's coming through, you're going to be like a live wire. You're going to become all over the place. You're going to be disrupted. You're going to have confusion. You're going to have everything. You need to take control of your mind. So it's like setting aside all the ducks in a row so that they actually walk in a straight line. Okay, if you've got all the ducks all over the place, they're not walking in a straight line. They're all over, zigzagging everywhere. So that's probably the shortest way I can explain it. But spirit will give you faint messages. If you miss the faint message, they can't have that same energy to show you again. So you've got to be quick. You've got to be fast at it. You can't just go like, oh yeah, show me again. Or you can't expect spirit to give you a full-on conversation about the weather. Like, it just doesn't work like that. You've got to be aware that it takes a lot of energy for them to do what they have to do. It's not like not last night on radio the other night. I don't know if some of you would have been on radio the other night with me, and Ellie was sitting right next to me, and she's only probably like a shoulder apart, and sure as ever, the person that I was reading for, that bloke that looked like a female because he had really long hair, spirit showed me that man as a female, because it looked like a female from behind, but it was actually a guy. But he was right. The table was not in front of me, which I was writing on the table with my book and my pen. But that whole table was missing, and the person was on the table virtually showing me exactly. I could actually touch them. That's how close they were. That's the remote viewing. And I explained it in detail, and sure as ever, it was correct, except for I thought that the long hair was a female, but it was actually a male. And then they clarified who it was. So that's why you can't assume, you can't, guess, you can't have an opinion, because as soon as you start having opinion, that's not neutral with spirit. Spirit wants you to have neutral conversation. So whatever they say or show you, or you feel, or you see, or you hear, or whatever it is, or you smell, you have to say it direct. It can't be an assumption. And that's where a lot of mediums go wrong, or a lot of people go wrong. And then they wonder why. And then they go, oh, I've got a blockage. And I don't believe there's such thing as a blockage. So I hope that makes it a little bit more clearer for you guys. And it's not easy becoming a medium, because when I started, I had massive headaches. And one of my psychic friends turned and said, Lesley, you've got to acknowledge them and send them off. And I said, what do you mean? And he says, oh, because it's just like the football team coming through the door. And I went, oh, okay, righto, that makes more sense. So I acknowledge them, send them off, no more headaches. So, oh, Carrie Burgess said, I'd pay for your teaching. Then send me a private message then, lovey. So tell me what, if you want to do the workshop, Tracy Gibson's done my workshop. Yeah, so Raven King. So what I charged was $45 Aussie. That was it. And that was 3 or 4 hours. It's like $10 an hour. And people still, and I just waste my time. So that's why I didn't bother doing them. But if you want to have a workshop, then let me know. Send me a private message, and then I will post it up on my page as an event, like I used to. And then otherwise I just waste my time, and I don't have a lot of time to waste, guys. And it's not about me getting money out of you. It's just so that I can pay back Ellie, as well as the radio station, as well as my random act of kindness. Okay. So, oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Jessie Cat. Joe never made it to the workshop. I know. Dearie me. Where was I up to? Let me go back a step. Have you got any more questions on the spiritual side, guys? Where are we up to? 1 second. I just lost my thingy there. Marissa Serafino, she says, side note before asking Lesley for a reading, watch The Secret, laughing. I've said that for years. She's been on here for years with me, haven't you, Marissa? It's so true, though. It saves your lives, I'm telling you. Okay. Over to you there, Ellie.
I don't think there was anything else right now.
I've got it here. You might not be able to see it. Jenny Lynn Berkeley, you're right. I've been having pain in my left arm and don't know what it is, but the pain comes and goes, but lasts for about 10 minutes. Pain in your left arm. So go and get your heart checked, because any pain in the left side is on the side of the heart, Jenny. Okay, so it might be radiating from anything with pain in the left arm, could potentially be heart. And I'm not saying you have a heart attack, but just go and get your heart checked, Jenny, please. Hopefully you're still on here. Okay, let's keep going. Liz McKay, wouldn't we all want to retire? Will I be able to retire soon? I feel like you got 6 to 8 more months in you. Okay, from now. I just got 6-8. Could be 6 to 8 weeks, but I feel like it might be 6 to 8 months more. You can do it. That's what they are. I just heard. Oh, geez. Nicola Burrows. You poor darling. She said, I've just been diagnosed with a brain disease. My partner decided he couldn't cope and left me last night. What the hell? Told me he can't be there for my kids after almost 8 years. My grandparents have been close to me. Wondered if they have a message, please. Love and blessing. Oh, lovey. Jeez. I wish I could give you a big cuddle. What a jerk. Not worth it. Wow, that's really sad. I'm really sorry, love. These people, honestly. It just gets worse sometimes, Not for you. I'm not talking about you, Nicola. But I just feel like some people, out there are just so out of control. There's no bloody respect, And it's funny, you reminded me of when my high school friend, my best friend from high school, she had an aneurysm in her head, and her partner did exactly the same thing, Nicole. So we stepped up at school. We helped her. She ended up passing away anyway. Not saying that you are, but yeah, she was really, really like heartbroken, my friend. I'll never forget it. So, but the family stepped up. Everyone stepped up to help her. She was as happy as Larry, So I know it's awful. Yeah, he's not. I just heard he's not worth the weight in gold. That's what I just heard. Anybody that does that to someone is the most shallow, nasty, selfish person ever. I don't care if they make excuses to say that they can't cope with it. That is the most pitiful, Lowest dog act I've ever, punch in the stomach act ever. What's his number? Give me his number. I'm going to ring him. No, I'm only joking. I want to ring him. Don't you worry. Yeah, and your grandparents just say move on. I just keep hearing move on, lovey. It's all about you now, like it's about you to get your health on track. It's no worried about him. He's just like a puff of smoke now. You know what I mean? And look, Nicola, sorry, I keep calling you Nicole. I think everyone calls you Nick. Nick, I feel like there's a lot of people, there's a lot of support in here. So whenever you're feeling doomed and gloomed, you just put your hand up in here, okay? And what we do too in this group, and we don't do it very often, is that if someone reaches out to me, I always find someone that they can talk to that can help them, okay? And that's what we did a couple of weeks ago. We had one lady that commented, and she messaged me privately. And then I found another beautiful lady that I know very well that called her, and they had a beautiful 3.5-hour conversation. And that seemed to help the other one get over the hump, okay? So there's a lot of support. And you know what, Nicola, like I was saying earlier, lovey, people don't have these obstacles. They don't have these things put in their path to not learn lessons. This is your most, highest lesson you could ever learn, is to not go back to this bloke, your partner. Yeah, lovey. Grandparents are just, like, thank you. That's what I hear. And your grandparents were very sweet, very soft. Both of them were soft-natured. So it's killing them right now. It's probably hurting them more than it is hurting you, because they don't like to see you upset. They don't like to see you sad. I don't like to see you sad either, because I feel like you've got your heart on your sleeve. You're in the right spot, You like everything in life was just like tickety-boo. Now you've got this tiny little obstacle, and I do feel like you can get over it. If you want, you can private message me, and I can send you some links if you like, okay? Private message me on the Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I'll get back to you over the weekend sometime, lovey. And Karen Wern, she says, I have been getting the sensation of someone touching my head, like light scratches today. I think it may be my dad. It could be your dad, but I do feel like they're giving you signs. Like, it's not just your dad. I feel like this is a couple of people. Was your dad close with his dad? Because I just saw two of them there. Two stand here right now. It's like, oh, look at me, pick me. Did your dad like attention, Karen? Because I feel like he's a bit of an attention seeker. He's going, yeah, I was. And he wants your attention. And see how you just notice, like, the faint messages from your dad? That is a faint message. Like, if that slight touch of the hair or the itchy or something like that. And when you're thinking of them, ask them to show you a sign too. And I'll leave that there. Oh, thank you, Tracy. It gives me a great description about being a medium. Thank you. Raven, I think I spoke to you before about being a medium. Yeah, that's right. So if you've been Raven, you don't have, I don't have to tell you you're a medium. You are a medium, lovey, because you're telling me. You're saying I get the remote viewing, strong clear knowing, feel spirit. The readings I've done have been super accurate. So you're on fire, woman. Beautiful. You can help a lot of people with it. Okay, let's keep going. Megs Levine, I feel I need some closure. Oh, lovey. What's going on, Megs? Mamma mia, that's what I'm hearing. They're saying to me nothing is that bad, okay? So try not to read too much into it. I don't know why, but they give me itchy left ear for you. Did someone used to like your grandfather or someone or uncle used to poke their finger, wet willy, and put the finger in the ear or something like that? Or what's with the left ears? Why is it so itchy? It wasn't like that before. But I do feel like the number 17, 8, and August is significant for you, okay? So big changes coming up in August, lovey. I wouldn't dream too much into what's going on, trying to say too much into what's going on, because I do feel like there's going to be a couple more little hiccups, but it's not going to be your fault. Okay, it's going to nothing. You're going to go, oh wow, that's really weird. It's going to be a little bit more trying time. Okay, so I see the empty pockets as well. So fishing out money. That's what I'm hearing. I do see the dollar signs coming back through, Megs, and I do see them around October/November. Okay, so keep your chin up. Go watch The Secret for me as well. Liz McCabe, thanks so much for that explanation. Super interesting. Yes, that's just nothing. When I do my workshops, yeah, I go right into it all. Jessica, that happened to me. I didn't know if this person was male or female. Turns out he was gay, and he wanted me to present him as a female. What? What do you mean? Like, I didn't know if that person was male or female. Turns out he was gay. Yeah, that's okay. And he wanted me to present him as, oh, okay, right, I get it. Yeah, that's okay, whatever. Okay, I'm just loving it. I would love it if you could connect with my children's grandmother or son at all, please. April Hutchinson. Connect with my children's grandmother. So grandmother and or my son. No, I don't know why, but I feel like both these ones are on the other side now. One, I don't know why I keep getting this itchy nose, and I feel like it might be around here. And I feel like I want to sneeze. Did your grandmother have issues with the throat, or was it the son? Because I get the throat as well. I also feel exhausted. Now they also give me right knee pain and exhaustion. So I can see your mum just sitting there in a chair by herself, okay? And this looked like to me a light colored chair, like with the material cloth or something over it. Do you have like a lounge like that, or was that her lounge? Looks like she's got something in her hands, like doing something with her hands. It looks like knitting or crocheting or something like that. Who's that? I feel like your son had a lot of anxiety as well. Did he have like a phone call, or was it your mum the phone call, or you the phone call? One of you's had the phone call of disappointment, because I see actually it's your son. I feel like it's your son. I feel like to see the face with the phone call and the disappointment on the face. Was your son a little bit confused sometimes? Like with the way he said words? I just heard somebody mumbling, like mumbling or stumbling with their words. And I also feel sick in my stomach. And they're showing me, I feel like this might be your mum now. I've got two here. They're showing me something not right with the back of the head here for your son, and they're showing me the big belly, like the swollen belly, and I feel like this is your mum. They also give me like issues with the back and posture and stuff like that, and I feel like this was mum. I'm also getting number 7 for you as well in July, and number 13, 4 and April. Was your son either April? And I feel like I can't even like, I feel like I got no breath in like I'm just nothing here. Okay, you just gave me no breath. Okay, I'm going to pull that back. And I'll leave that there. But the message for you there, April, is just start smiling, okay? As much as you miss everybody, your son, your grandma and stuff like that, your children's grandmother, I just feel like that everything is not as bad as what it seems as well, okay? It's time to pull back the reins, take a big breath, just pull back the reins for yourself, lovey. So, and I'll leave that there. Over to you there, Ellie.
So Karen Wern said, yes, he did. Yes, he did like attention and was a great entertainer. I said, hello, Dad, thanks for coming to visit me. No, he was not that close to his father, though.
Okay, fair enough. And Angie Dan, she's, oh my God, workshop, woohoo, you learned so much. And wow, get a reading, blow mind, how spirit works. Thank you. Okay, Angel Marie, I've been having pains on and off on the right side of my chest. Okay, you need to go to the doctor, lovey. Just go get it checked. Jenny Lynn, she said, okay, I will. Thank you. Thank you. Let me know how you go. Oh, beautiful. Angel Marie, I just got the 25th of March. She said, can the angels tell me when I will be due to have my baby? I'm due 31st of March. And then Spirit just showed me 25, which is my birthday. So I'm going to hope that the baby's born on my birthday. Oh, wow. Rangi, just wondering why I see faces and images on almost everything I look at, only since I had my stroke 3 years ago. You know what? You remind me of me, Rangi, because when I cook, I love cooking pancakes. I could eat pancakes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And what I do is when I cook the pancake, I always read them. It's so weird for me. So yeah, even like salmon, salmon, when you grill salmon or you cook it. I remember I showed one of my friends, well, it would have been 2 years ago. And I wonder if I can find that. Let's see if I can find it. There was a photo of the salmon, and sure as ever, it had the devil horns in it. It was so bad. I was freaking out, of course. Let me see if I can find it here. Yep, here it is. Is this it? Nope, that's not it. Yes, here it is. Look, I don't believe I actually found it. So this is, yeah, look. Oops, hang on. Can you guys see the devil face in that? The horns? Can you see it? Now, there it is there. Nose. So this is the eyes here, there, and there. Long nose, mouth, long chin, big ear, and there's his horn there and there. Can you see that? That was my salmon. How bloody freaky was that for me? And then this one. Can you see that one? So I see things in food, and then you can also see, if I bring that one out a bit as well, you can also see, hang on, just there, you can see the face there as well. It's like 2 or 3 faces. Okay, I always read my food. It's really weird. It certainly is really weird. And that one there, the devil, at that time, what year was that? That would have been, that was 2020. So that was this time 2020. So 3 years ago. Okay, so that at that time there was, yeah, I can't tell you what happened because I don't really remember, but I know that it was a rough time for me. Okay, even though I still did everything like normal. So, but the images that you see, it's like a little message from spirit. So you might just get your messages through the actual conversation of a piece of food, or you might, the sky, you know what I mean? So look in the clouds and see what you see in the clouds. And then what you can do too, Rangi, is at night, because considering that you see faces and stuff like that, at night what you can do is you close your eyes. So this is when you go to bed, right? And you're really, really relaxed. You close your eyes and you picture like a tunnel, like just in front of you. Okay, I've said this before on my shows. This is what I do sometimes. And what I do is, like when you see a well, like a wishing well or whatever, all those wells with the water at the bottom. and you're looking down. Well, I lie in bed and I'm looking up. What's this? Oh, okay. Why isn't that turned on? Oh, my plug's coming up. Hang on a second. Oh, that's why. Right, the plug come out of the wall, and on my computer said that I was running out of battery. That would have been great. So when I go to sleep at night, I picture this really, really big thing. It's about so big in front of me. Like, you know when you see the movies and you've got that light, like light at the end of the tunnel or whatever they call it. And I picture this tunnel there, and I say to Spirit straight away, I say, if you want to come through and show me yourself, show me now. And you can see them all, Spirit, coming over the edge and looking at me. And I'm lying down, I'm looking up, and it's here. And you can see them all looking at me, and you can see then they get their confidence up, and then they run past. They run like over the hole. But the hole is like, it's not like a complete circle. It's like a misty hole. It's like a black hole. That's how I see it. It's so cool. But try that. Melanie McMahon, you poor baby. She says, my ex was the same after my mastectomies when I was 34 years old. They got no shame, these people. No shame. So what's this one? Jessica Lesley, spirit question. Why can't some mediums can't give themselves messages? They said because it will make our paths easier. That's why our spirits don't give us messages. Our loved ones do in our dreams, but just wanted to know what you think. Yeah, it's really bizarre. Like for me, well, let me tell you. A couple of years ago, if I did not have spirit looking after me or protecting me, I would have walked through a massive spider web. And I'm not kidding you, with a spider, like the big mother spider in the big grandfather, the big, whatever, King Kong looking spider. Yeah, it was big in my face because I heard spirit say, stop, like this. And sure as ever, I must have been that close from the web because I couldn't see because it was in the dark and I was looking down so I didn't trip over, trying to get to my front door many years ago. So that's spirit looking out for me. But that doesn't answer your question because I don't know. Sometimes I can do a reading for myself because I use my pancakes or my salmon or whatever I'm looking at. Sometimes it just depends. Most of the time, I'll get in the car and I'll go to work and I say, Spirit, give me a good day today. Please don't give me any rubbish. And sure as ever, I'll have a good day. So, it's up to what you make of it as well. My daughter years ago, so not doing reading on myself, but I had this vision of my daughter years ago. And I knew she was out somewhere where she shouldn't have been, as they do. And then I rang her because I saw something on TV. And I rang her and I said, oh gosh, I got itchy. I said, are you at the Mardi Gras? And she wouldn't answer the phone. The first phone call, she wouldn't answer the phone. And I thought, oh, she's there. She's got to be there. I had this gut feeling. And Spirit goes, she's at the Mardi Gras. And she was only young too. She was naughty. Anyway, with all the friends. Anyway, so I rang her again. Clearly did not answer the phone again. And I rang her the third time and didn't answer. And I think because she couldn't hear it, but she could feel the vibration. So she probably was too embarrassed to answer the phone while everyone was screaming in the background. And I just sent her a message saying, are you at the Mardi Gras? And she wrote back and said, yeah, why? And I wrote, I just knew you were there. That's what I said. And she knew. So, but that's, I said, just be careful. That's what I said to her. And she's fairly responsible anyway, but she was just being naughty that day. Didn't tell me. That was going back, God, about 5 years ago. Maybe more. Would have been 5 or 6 years, 7 years ago. Yeah. Sometimes, Jessica, people are so like for me, if I'm to read somebody, I don't think of myself when I do readings, if that makes sense. I don't think of myself at all, like I put the person that I'm doing the reading for first, because I need to make sure that it's important for them to get through the reading without, any obstacles. So if I'm reading myself, I don't even like to get read, because everyone that reads me always gives me the bullshit. I don't like what they say. Not because I don't believe that it'll come true. I just don't like what they say, because they always deliver it to me wrong, and I don't like it. So I prefer no one to read me. I don't want to even go there, to be honest. But if I was to read for myself, I'd either just like see it. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it to you, to be honest. I just manifest. My thing for myself is not reading. I just manifest what I want. That's probably what I'm trying to say. Oh, wow. So, Nudamiso Firmino, Firmino. I have had numbness on my left side of the body for a year. What does that mean? Because I went to have medical checkups and nothing shows up. Normally, numbness, can't even talk. Numbness is from nerves. So something's not right with nerves, or it could be part of like like a pinched nerve or something. So when you've got your spine, I'll draw this for you. You got your head, right? You got the brain, you got the brain stem, and you got arms, you got legs. I'm not a very good drawer, but then you've got like all these little, let's see if I can change a color. You've got all these little, doesn't really matter. You've got all these nerves that come out around your body from the brainstem, okay? So pretty much, hang on, I'll make this look better because you can't really tell. So if this is your arms, it's not a very good body. I'm the worst drawer ever. Okay. So if this is your body, the blue, that's the worst body ever. And then you've got like your nerves coming down through your arms and your legs and everywhere and surfaces of your skin. That's the outside of your skin. And then it comes from your brain, which goes down through this part here, which is your brain stem. And off your brain stem, it's like a let's go back a step. When you're born, I'm putting my lecturing hat on, right? My anatomy and physiology lecturing hat. When you're born, your brain is like this, okay? And that's your brain stem. This is your brain stem. This is your brain. So when you're born or when you're growing in your mother's womb, what happens is that your brain goes like this and it opens up and it forms that brain. So it opens up like a cauliflower, okay? And it's got that stem, which is your brain stem inside your spinal cord. That's your spinal cord inside, which is the part of the brain stem inside your vertebrae. So when you have a pinched nerve and then inside that vertebrae and inside that brainstem or that spinal cord, you have like, if I was to put pens on my fingers, on every one of my fingers, and I drew down your body like this, they would all be nerves. Okay, so when you have nerves that are got issues with, how am I going to say it, like nerve endings. So when you have a nerve, they're called dendrites on the end. You have like little myelin sheaths that wrap around the end of the nerve and it attaches into the muscle. So and the brain gets a signal, goes down through the nerve and it triggers the muscle to move the hand or whatever, right? So when you have that myelin sheath that's around your nerve endings and they start to decrease or deplete, that's when you have things such as MS, okay? Because the myelin sheath that protects the nerve around the end starts to deteriorate and gets worse and worse. So it's a raw nerve. Then they can't feel anything because there's nothing there to protect it, okay? So it becomes like a dead nerve. And when you're having pins, you said you're having numbness. So you can't feel anything in that area. So maybe have a look at the, what do you call it, the nerves, the neural part of the mind, or pinched nerve on that side, on the left side. It could be in your neck, because the neck, it has a lot of things if you've got bad posture. And it could be in any one of your vertebrae down the back, could be just pinching on the nerve, and then it's triggering down through that. It's stopping that nerve from having any sensation. So if you have back issues or something like that, then you might be vulnerable to having that pain, or that not that pain, that numbness, because you don't have any stability in those areas. So it's like you're walking around with like a skeleton in a jellyfish body. Okay. Oh, Nicola Burrows, that would be brilliant. I'm a single mum with 2 kids with special needs, and he just walked again. What do you mean again? Don't let him back. Okay, you can do this. You got this, girl. She says, my loved them so much. Yeah, it's just terrible. You poor girl. It's just, yeah, don't think of the worst though. Just put it all aside. It's baggage. Get on with it. Move forward. Definitely. Thank you. Feel don't broke and skins. What's that? I don't understand that message there, Nicholas. Sorry, lovey. Angela Foot, I'd love to know from Spirit any messages for me. Already done you, lovey. Did I do her, Ellie? Can't remember.
Kind of fell asleep, so I can't tell you.
Oh. Gosh, Nicole Sten, that's terrible. No, Diana Cole, she said, I made pizza for dinner. Okay, fair enough. My mom was deaf in her left ear. Okay, Megs, that's cool. That's why I had that pain in my ear. That's what I wrote down, wherever I wrote it. Yes. Karen Wern. Have you got that one, Ellie, the Karen Wern one?
Already read it out.
Okay. That's how far behind I got to catch up. Raven said, thank you. I just can't turn it on. It kind of happens when I look at person's photos. Yeah, you might be just a photo reader. I'm so new to these abilities. I need to know how to use it and understand and get closer with spirit. Hell, I don't know what he looks like or his name. No, I didn't either. For years, I did not know what my spirit guide looks like. Now I do. They'll show you when they're ready. You don't need to know. Just got to trust what they give you, okay? April Hutchinson, validation. My grandmother had the throw rug over the lounge. My children's grandmother, my ex-mother-in-law, pain in the right knee. Fair enough. That's weird. Okay. If I don't read your question, did you get the April Hutchinson one?
Yeah, that was the second part.
Okay. Did we read that one, Ellie? I can't remember.
You read the first part of April Hutchinson's one. There was a second part of it where she says, my son was a stillborn at 7 months, obstructed umbilical cord, therefore he stopped breathing. My children's grandmother couldn't breathe. She passed from a heart attack. My grandmother couldn't breathe either. She had influenza at 93. I did get the phone calls. The stomach from my son was an enlarged intestine. The calls were most likely the amount of calls I made waiting 9 months for the final autopsy results.
Wow. Wow, April, that's crazy. Sorry, lovey, for your loss. Thank you for the validation, though. Oh, Karen Riley, my grandson Zach is 15 years old on your birthday, Leslie. Cool. Well, I can see that. Emily is. Yes, you saw the devil faces in my salmon. That's, yeah. Diane Marie, don't believe in devil. No, me either, but I don't know. When you see it, you go, it looks like a skull, Lesley. Yeah. Well, I seen something similar in the clouds so clear. I took pics because I thought I was losing my mind. That's what I do. Some of my cloud photos are up on my page. Ndumisa Firmino, connection to Patricia Stemby, please. I have no idea. I don't believe. They just showed me. I just saw a can't even talk. I feel like this lady could not talk properly, but I have this lady in a wheelchair. That's what I'm seeing. A Patricia in a wheelchair. They showed me a friend of mine that was a Patricia that was in a wheelchair before she passed, and I just saw the same theme. But I do feel like this lady's always around you as well. Okay, so there's no need to get all huffy puffy there and upset. I just feel like this lady is. And does she have does she have issues with her left shoulder as well? Chloe, you crazy woman. She says, I see faces and things in the clouds. I feel like an airhead. Oh, you're a funny woman. Yeah, the Cassie MacArthur. I have seen faces for a long time. I never understood what this meant or if it was someone trying to tell me something or give me a sign. Yeah, you can take it how you want to take it. I don't like to just lock in one thing with things like that, and ask them for more information. Like ask them if there's more information, Lovey. Yeah, Michelle Coburn says, I always see images in the clouds. I love it, she says. What do we got here? Yeah, Jacqueline Gonzalez says, evening all, hope all is well. Do you see anything for myself, Lesley? I've been doing a lot of vivid dreaming lately, bit full on. Yeah, full moon doesn't help when you're doing vivid dreaming, and that was over last week period, which was a nightmare for some people. But the vivid dreaming can be visitors too. I've always said I'm not a dream interpreter, but I do believe there's visits because I've seen them myself. Visits from people, past loved ones. Okay, in your dreams. Oh, that's beautiful, Jessie Cat Scissorhand. She says, I would always trust you to read me, Lesley. Thank you. You're the reason why I'm here. I have grown because of you. Thank you. You are the best. Oh, thank you. That's beautiful, Jessie Cat. See, I don't realize some people that I'm helping. Evelyn Koo, hi, Lesley. With the magnesium, I felt better. Thanks. You're welcome. Everybody should be on magnesium. Everyone should be on creatine monohydrate as well. It's amazing. If you've got a lot of fluid in your body, what the creatine does. Hang on. I'm going to get my pen working. Creatine monohydrate, it's supposed to be a daily thing. And if you have a muscle, and this is your leg. So say, for instance, muscle, right here. If that's your muscle and that's your calf, the back of your leg, for example, and you've got all this area here as fluid, let me just draw it, in your body. So the fluid or anything that's like you've got all little cells, and the cells are not supposed to leak the fluid between your muscle and your skin. So if you've got really soft, fluffy skin and the fluid's in here, what the monocarbohydrate does is it's you're supposed to have it in your body every day. Your body's supposed to make it up, but sometimes people can't. Is what it does is it gets the muscle and that cell, that fluid, the fluid to stay in the muscle. You don't bulk up. You just feel lighter because you don't have the fluid making you heavy and holding you down. Okay, so instead of it, and it gives you more energy, you feel better. It's good for everything. Every single person should be having that. Ah. That's why. Angela Foot, she says, I had a bypass and my left hand gets the numbness. Okay, there you go. Was it you that I was talking about the heart before? Okay. Yeah, Angela McGriffin. I don't know if it's even possible to do self-readings. True. Our intuition, along with vision, is how spirit comes through. When your body observes a situation, it shows and tells you. It's all up to us to listen. That's true. Spirit is everywhere and is constantly trying to come through. Believe in the process. That's true. Very true, Angela. Very, very true. Michelle Coburn, I thought you were quiet there early. Yeah, she was asleep. I'm so upset. Nicole Sten, why? What are you upset about? Yeah, there you go. What was the question? Nudiso. Did you get that one from Nudiso there, Ellie, or
Yeah.
Nudumiso?
So they said, thank you. Well, thank you for answering me. I believe the problem is on my neck because I have had a tense feeling on my neck and I have been cranking my neck all for the most of my life trying to loosen the tense feeling.
Yeah, but what you can do is you don't crack your neck, okay? You don't crack your bones. Bones aren't meant to be cracked. As much as everyone likes to whip off to a chiropractor and crack everything in their body, the body is made for strength, okay? So if you have a skeleton body, if I pick up a skeleton and I wiggle it around and I have a jellyfish body that's the skeleton's fishing around in, and it's got no strength, what do you think is going to happen to the skeleton? It's going to continue to be sloppy jalopy. It's going to clickety clack. It's going to do everything, you know? So you've got to make sure that you have strength. So when you're sitting with your head forward or whatever, or you're cracking your neck, the best way to stop your neck from doing anything is just, oh, there's so many exercises I could show you, is turn your head the other way and push your head back and down. Even if you just push your head back and down, you can actually stretch that muscle. Okay, it'll make your head feel so much better. Here, back and down. The further you look away to the right, for example, you put pressure on your head. Even if you just stand against the wall or bed or something, push your head back and then turn and look down. It'll stretch all that one side of your neck. It's amazing. It takes away the headaches. I've got 1,000 stretches in my head. Okay, so I saw Raven. I saw a thing. She says, my blood pressure has been super high and my heart rate as well for months. Spirit, have any health insights for me? Yes, please get some magnesium into you, because anything with heart is a deficiency with magnesium. Go and do your research, Raven, please. Okay, magnesium, magnesium, magnesium. That's what I'm hearing for you. You're very deficient. Anybody that has a heart murmur, anybody that has anything with the heart, you need to get checked first, of course. Anything with high blood pressure is usually a deficiency as well. Now, what did I see the other day? I've got to remember what I saw the other day about the blood pressure, because I research every day. I do research on just about anything that I love every single day. On the way to work, I listen to YouTubes, I listen to TikToks, I listen to everything, you know. Blood pressure is when your body is trying to fight something as well. Okay, so it raises the pressure because it's got to get more oxygen to the body, so it raises that pressure in the bloodstream. So when you have your blood pressure test, and you're supposed to be normal 120/80, so systolic and diastolic. When you have the systolic is not so bad. It can go up to 140. But the diastolic is the lower one, and what the diastolic means is that the pressure. So if this is your artery, and you've got a relaxed body, and you're getting tested for the blood pressure, if the artery walls have been, calcified or whatever, or got fat or whatever inside it, and they've shrunk, what happens is that the blood can't flow through, so the pressure goes up. So the heart's trying to push the pressure of the blood to get round to the body, and it can't because it's closing up. So so the blood pressure rises so it can push it through, Probably the quickest way I could actually say all this. So look at magnesium, look at going and getting a heart checked and all that stuff as well, lovey, please. Do your research on yourselves, guys. Oh, thank you, Vanessa Bowman. She says, hi, Leslie and Ellie. I've been away for the last 2 months, and coming here tonight has reminded me of why I used to watch you all the time. I learned so much more than just the spirit messages you give. Your reading for me was spot on, so thank you so much. I've enjoyed learning about the nerves in our body. The nerves in your body are so important, okay? Really, really important. So what else we got here? Oh, wow, 1 year. Oh, my God. Lorna Hearn, it's been 1 year since I started watching you and just wanted to say thank you. Well, thank you. You helped me through a rough patch and I needed your guidance and advice. You are awesome. Thank you. Bex B, I'm wondering if you have any messages for spirit tonight. Yes, keep smiling. Put that smile back on your face, okay? Because I don't see the smile. It's like, look at me, you know, just push it back to them. Okay, let me keep going. Yeah, he's a smart aleck. Lorna Hearn goes, my smart ass hubby said, ask Leslie if I should buy a lottery ticket today. Just do it. Don't ask me. And if you win, give me some. Look, I don't know. Let me pick some numbers. I don't know. I'll tell you what numbers I get. I got 18, 16, 13, 6, 7, and 4, and then a 2. I don't know. Yeah, what does the numbers go up to? Because I don't know. I think they're all under 20. Cassandra Beck, thank you. She said, thank you so much, Leslie. You're amazing. And ever since I started watching your show, I have learned lots, have grown so much. Yes, girls, we can all do it. Oh, wow. Angela Foot says, I hate having low magnesium. It's part of my Gilterman's. It sucks. She says, I get really bad grump. I need infusion nearly every week. Wow, that's a lot. Wow. Look at other stuff. So look at, what's it called? Look at the zinc. Go and research, Angela, your essential minerals, please. Yeah, so Evelyn Q. She says, I perspire a lot recently. I think my anxiety's back due to my new job. Top up your magnesium at night, lovey, okay? So top it up. So Mary Sacco says, yes, I had a dream of my sister. It was so real, and I believe she was there to let me grieve. Yes. And I realized, but I could not stop crying, and I was relieved as I did not have the chance to really grieve. Well, she's given you a visit. She's given you a beautiful visit. That's what she made. That's what she did. She was meant to give you comfort. Okay, that's why they come through. Tony Carter, driving to work this morning. Have a good day, mate. So Jacqueline, she says, it was kind of spooky. One of them, I was in my room, went to walk out of my room in one of my dreams. She said, and there was a really tall guy stand behind my cupboard, like as if he was squashed. I put my hand out. He grabbed my hand, felt so real. He told me his name was Ray Richard. The next day, I Googled his name, and the first picture that popped up was him. Was tripping me out. I have no connection to this guy at all in any way. Found out he's a famous game player of some sport. Go figure. Well done. I love stories like that. See how bizarre and weird spirit is? Evelyn Kush says, I start magnesium again and I start to slow down. Yeah, haha. Told my boss and colleagues I'm a slow learner. Need to time to digest. You're a perfectionist. That's why. You're a bit like me. I like to make sure everything's tickety boo all the time. Yeah, I feel like the mountains would be nice there, Alison Turner. She's got to vacate on the 29th. So you got what, another 14 days or something. 14 days, lovey. Where do you want to go? What are you need to rent, or you want to rent with someone else, Alison? What is it? Because I feel like that you can do it by yourself. Andy Dan, she goes, that's the PT hat on. A reading from Leslie blows your mind as she has studied the body being a PT. That's true. I've done it for 36 years. I should know it. I taught it for, what, 3.5, I think it was 4 years, 3.5, 4 years. I can't remember. You told me in the past my heart is working harder than it should. Mine are triple over triples. Yes, Raven, 100%. Nicole Stan, I'm scared to live at my house with cameras watching me 24/7 from the neighbors. Why are they doing that? That's just so weird. Oh, God. Can you get cameras and put them back onto them? Tam Shay, struggling with trying to lose weight. I'm wanting to lose weight so I can try for more children. Yes, but I don't want to try when I'm this size. Any insight? Thank you. I'm not huge, but big for me. Yeah, I get what you're saying. So, have you looked at Tam? Have you looked at doing fasting? So when you lose weight, guys, okay, I explained this a couple of weeks ago too. When you lose weight, what happens is the body doesn't know. I always say the brain here is not connected to the body. Okay. So when you're, for example, when you're eating food, Tam, what happens is your brain doesn't catch up to your stomach eating the food until about 15, 20 minutes later. Okay. So as soon as you start to feel the fullness, it's about 15, 20 minutes later. So what you need to do is and the person that's putting all the angry faces up there on my page, then do that, because that just increases the algorithm in the background for Facebook. So I really appreciate it. Thank you. But what happens when you do lose weight is that you lose body fluid, and the body fluid is there's usually a lot of what do you call it, fluid in your system, because your body stores that. It's not storing it as muscle, it's storing it as fat. So when you lose weight, you lose the fluid instead at the start, okay? And a lot of people will lose muscle mass as well. So if you start fasting, for example, if you have your last meal at, say, 6 p.m. at night, and then you go right through and miss breakfast, and then you go through till, say, midday or after midday, say 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., then what happens is your body starts to recognize that. And if you have all these, for example, if you have the good cells in your body and you have the bad cells in your body, what happens is the good cells go looking around for food and it eats the bad cells, for example, right? So if you have food in your stomach, they both eat. So the bad cell and the good cell gets the food. Okay. So when you're fasting, you start to reduce the body fat. So the person who's putting up all the angry faces, that's beautiful, because you're just increasing the algorithm for my Facebook page. So thank you. And I love it. So that's one way of doing it, is to fast, as well as start to drink water and get off the carbohydrates, such as the white potato, the pasta, the pizzas, the bread. Just get off it straight away. Any fizzy drinks, you've got to kind of switch your diet. Chloe, lotto numbers. Holy crap. Hang on, Leslie. Be right back. Got to get a pen. So Barbara says, will things with my carer Anna get better between us? She argues with me, I argue back. I just wish she would be more pleasant. Yeah, just put a complaint in. She should be nicer to you. Gee whiz. Yeah, that's what I just said, Nicole. She said, the police have told me to put the cameras up at my house. Yeah, 100%. If you can afford it, just put it up. Just put it on the same side. Seems to be one way. I don't know why it's one, if it's one way, Spirit's saying to me, if it's one way, then it's going to go both ways, if that makes sense. Oh, hello, beautiful. You little sookie. What else have we got here? Have we got any more validations there, Ellie?
No.
Let me just check to see for a prayer schnitzel. Let me see what's going on here. Oh my gosh. Okay, where's Miss Harvey and her schnitzel? Wendy. Here we go. So we got the prayer up. So we did the prayer on Monday night, didn't we, Schnitzel? And then, yeah, okay. So this is from Monday night. We'll read out the prayer for Monday night, which was, guess what? Dogs and kittens. Okay, that's from Harvey. Yeah, Barbara, just going back to you, I just don't feel like this lady, this Anna's got her heart on her sleeve for you. Okay, she's like, it's her way or the highway, and it's not very nice. Jim Stem, she says, Nicole Stem, she says, the neighbors are also having gunshots going off near my house too, also going past my house, and the gun sites are going past my house too. Oh, God. Bloody hell. Tam Shay, thank you, Leslie. Ah, there you go. Yeah. Yes, I do. Tam Shay, she said, Leslie, thanks, Leslie. Validation, the 12 to 8 fasting, 12 to 8 fasting worked for me. So instead of doing from 12 to 8 in the morning, is that what you mean, or 12 to 8 hours? Try and go from 8 p.m. at night, the latest to eat food, until like 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon the following day. And get moving. Try and just get walking, okay? You've got to change it. Yes, I do see you falling pregnant, 100%. But your body can't really. Some bodies cannot fall pregnant because they're so overweight. If that makes sense. Not saying that you are, but some bodies don't. Some bodies, some people's bodies can't. Thank you, Miss Jess Black. Hannah Snyder. She says, hello, good morning from Virginia, USA. My daughter and I have a baby coming same day. Oh, wow. Was wondering what's new for us this year. Go figure. My daughter and I have a baby coming. Wow. I haven't heard of that one before. What's new this year? You're both going to be busy, that's all. But I feel like there's going to be one of you just going to stay in hospital a little bit longer than the other. And I feel like it might be you, Hannah, okay? But it's all going to be good. Ree Scott, Snitzel, she's saying you're beautiful. Okay. All right. Over to you there, Miss Ellie, with nudismiso.
So I'm not even going to attempt to butcher the name. So they said, OMG, you were spot on with the reading. You connected with my mother's older sister who passed on due to cancer. She was on a wheelchair for the last 2 months of her life. Sorry for asking too much, but thank you. You're such a gift. I've learned a lot from you for the last month, but now as I am able to connect to spirits, I'd too like to understand the symbols that spirit uses, because I'd see a rose and not know what it means.
Okay. Yeah, so what you can do is you can ask. So if you're seeing things and stuff like that, you ask them to give you the theme, okay? You can do things in themes as well, which is what I do. So, for example, if someone doesn't have a lot of money, Spirit will show me a couple of little ways of that, and he'll show me like the money flicking out, like the coins, like flick, 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 flick. just like cards flicking out, the coins, and then it'll show me a little dollar sign fly past, and then it'll flash a month at me, and it'll tell me what month they're going to get more money in, or they'll show me what they're empty pockets, so they'll pull the pockets up and pull the pockets out, and then I'll see the pockets fill up. So they're themes for me. Okay, so ask your spirit to do stuff like that. So Michelle Cobra, thanks for a lovely night. Leslie and Ellie, enjoy your day tomorrow. Take care and stay safe. Good night, sweet dreams. Night, everyone. That's because she can't stay up past 9 or 10 o'clock or something. She gets really tired. Lorna Hearn said, hubby said, we win, you win. He's laughing because he didn't think I'd tell you what he said. Let's see what happens. I win lottery. Every time I do the lottery, I win all the time, but I only win like, I don't know, $25, $19, $13, $11 or something stupid like that. And I go, where's the extra zeros? I always take it out on the person now. I go, where's my extra zeros? You missed the extra zeros. And they laugh at me. Hannah Snyder, validation-ish. Birthday is short for B-day is short for birthday. You made me laugh. My daughter will be 7. Fair enough. Okay. That's cool. Tam Shade, 12 midday to 8 p.m. I used to fast. No. You gotta do other way around because you'll get longer out of it. Yes, Leslie. I believe that as I had 3 miscarriages in 2 years after putting on weight, and never had a problem with conceiving my 2 children. I was a lot thinner. Thanks, Leslie. Spot on. Thank you. But try it the other way around. So you got to trick your body sometimes. Okay, you got to actually flip it over. Not literally, but flip. The mind is so crazy with the body. Okay, it doesn't catch up. Like I said. Cassandra Beck says it's almost 6 a.m. here in the USA. Tracy Gibson, terrific show tonight. Leslie and Ellie, thank you. Yes, and I'm half asleep. My eyes are really sore. Jessica, I'm trying to be awake. Laughing out loud. It's past my bedtime. 4:55 a.m. New Mexico. Leslie Spirit, well done. Jessica, I think I answered your question there before, Jessica. I can't remember. Kristen Hart's wondering if Nan or Pop would like to connect with me tonight, please. Yes, they do. I will get lower pain in the lower part of the abdomen area, like the female plumbing / the the bladder area there, Kirsten. Okay, and I don't feel like I'm very comfortable. All right, and I feel very dry around the mouth as well. So, and I don't feel like there's a lot of sleep as well. Okay. Now I know you want to connect with your Nan and Pop, but I feel like this is more about you to get you on track, and that's what they're worried about. Okay, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. But Barbara Orchard, you are spot on about Anna. It's just her way or the highway. And where am I going? She's always threatening to leave because she knows I like her, but I don't like the arguing. It's almost like she wants to control me. Yeah, what's with that? Look, you don't need that, lovey, okay? If she's your carer, she's got to be supporting you and helping you, not giving you a mental heart attack, like thrashing your brain. It's like you need to look forward to people coming and seeing you, not have trauma, extra trauma. Okay. Lorna Hearns, well, beautiful people, it's 7 a.m. and have to start my day. Thank you for making my day. Be safe, be wise, and share your love. Yes, you need to share the lottery when you win it there, Lorna, okay? Not with hubby, with me. Tell that hubby of yours. Jessica, I don't remember the reading. I'm half asleep. I can't remember if I did it or not either. But cheer up, okay? That's what I want to say. And we've got a beautiful little prayer from Miss Harvey from the other night that I didn't read out. So it's called Dogs and Kittens, okay? Because the other night we had a few people with pets and stuff. So we pick up on our puppy or kitten, happy indeed. Before you know it, in your heart they planted in a seed that will grow, nurtured right until the very end. Before you know it, he or she is now your best friend. They bring with them unconditional love, maybe for a reason or sent from way above. as we train them how to go out to do whizzies. Yes, accidents will come as they try to please. The years will advance as they often do. Think of the joy that has been given to you. As they grow frail and old, we tend to their care. It's here in that moment you think we have become a pair. The weeks, months turn into years in no time at all. One thing for sure, they gave you love and were very loyal. Then that day comes, it seems not far ahead. Their bones are weary, they just need their bed. Know that you were lucky to have this little mate. Their, their love inside you has sealed your fate. Look back on the years as they have ticked along. You each felt the same, hence why you both belonged. Be proud that you both found a love so rare. This is why you felt the love that you both did share. As this prayer comes to an end, rest in the knowledge you both found a beautiful friend, by Wendy Harvey. Beautiful, thank you. And I'll leave that there, guys. So have a good evening, good morning, and good day, and we'll see you then. Is there any more validations before we go early?
Let me just double check. Kirsten L. App said, yes, I've been having pain with this pregnancy around my C-section scar and appendix
there
scar.
You go. There you go, yes. Yeah, you can actually just massage that area, lightly massage that area too, it'll help. Okay, see you later, guys. See you on Sunday.